we have a panel discussion titled The Makers of Maximum City. Our panelists are here. I invite them, Mr. Ashish Shelar, the Mumbai BJP president, Clyde Crasto, the national spokesperson of the NCP SP, and Raju Waghmare, the spokesperson of the Shiv Sena.
Welcome to the concluding session of the Hindus poll arena. This is Maharashtra Assembly Elections 2024, a maiden conclave that the Hindus holding in Mumbai. And I have the pleasure of having with me the BJP Mumbai President Ashish Shelar, also Clyde Crasto, dear friend, and NCP SP National Spokesperson, Dr. Raju Waghmare, who joins us as the spokesperson of of Shiv Sena. Let us start without an ado. I know all of you are extremely busy, particularly Ashish Shelar, you're fighting, you're in the fray, and you're campaigning for several others as well. A huge responsibility as the Mumbai BJP president. We are holding a discussion here with respect to, who is going to shape this battle for the maximum. Request each one of you to present to our viewers your vision for Mumbai, how your alliance is fighting, and how does Battleground Mumbai look to you as decoding of the 36 seats? Thank you.
To begin with this discussion of poll arena of the Hindu, let me congratulate the Hindu for specifically doing this discussion for the city of Mumbai. There are 36 seats in the Mumbai, and obviously as alliance, as a Mahayuti, we are contesting approximately, totally rather, 35 seats. And one seat obviously where we have to come to a conclusion as an alliance with whom we need to go about. There are certain issues which Mumbai is facing from long time. As we know that Mumbai is a growth of engine for the state of Maharashtra also and for the nation also. And when we discuss about the same, the maximum GDP which we are getting from the city of Mumbai for the whole of the nation and the whole of the state. Obviously, the people who are staying here, what they want is simply a better life, the ease of doing business. The question of happiness needs to be increased. The better infrastructure needs to be there. And obviously, here in the city of Mumbai, there are multiple authorities which work for the same, apart from the state governments, UD department, housing department, and so many which are correlated to law and order and other things. The major civic issues goes to the BMC also. And apart from BMC, there are more than 18, 19 authorities, maybe central government, local government, state government. These authorities also work. I genuinely feel that the agenda for the Mumbai is simple, that we want to have a peace of life. We want a better infrastructure to do the business, and we want a cohesive existence for everyone by keeping our cultural strengths intact. So on all that note, I think the proven fact is that in 1995 to 1999, 2014 to 2019, and now 2020-21 to 2024, in all these three segments, the growth, the infrastructure development, the cohesiveness, and bond to our cultural strength has been enhanced when there is a regime of BJP Shiv Sena, then BJP Shiv Sena, and now the new alliance of Mahayuti. We have seen, unfortunately, the lace of infrastructure, the lace of the kind of civic infrastructures which we needed in the regime of Mr. Uddhav Thackeray, who was heading, who he means his party was heading the Mumbai Municipal Corporation. And this is the time where he was always making a statement to the city of Mumbai that, look, we are having the fixed deposit of more than 80,000 crore. And we have to cater the services to 1 crore 40 lakhs, 1 crore 60 lakhs citizens or the Mumbaikars. Having such a huge amount, also the Mumbaikars were not getting what is the due for them, be it better water pressure, be it sewer connectivity, be it urban renewal schemes, be it maximum bridges, roads, coastal roads, be it the ease of living also. or there is an atmosphere where we can see the growth of IT industry, or parallelly many things like that.
For a long time, I'd like to remind him that for 25 years, the Bharatiya Janata Party, along with the Shiv Sena, which is now the Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena, were part of the BMC. They were running the BMC. And I clearly remember, because I've done a lot of debates and, we've always had, sort of a banter with each other. And I remember them saying that, after those 25 years, the next 5 years, they said they would be the watchdogs in the BMC. The Bharatiya Janata Party would be the watchdogs in the BMC and keep an eye on what the Shiv Sena is doing. So what did they do in total of 30 years? That's the question that needs to be asked. Across Mumbai, if you raise questions, and I'm not making a political pitch or an election statement here, but I'll just like to remind Mr. Shelar that there are two issues which come to my mind if you're talking about how things are not done by any regime, or so-called, they call the regime. Like, for example, in his constituency, the Lucky Junction, we are talking about the Metro 2B, the Lucky Junction is in a complete disarray. It's his constituency, and he's a good leader. I know he may be from a different party, but as an individual, I'll say he's a good leader. But what has happened to the Lucky Junction in the last 3 years? Everything is in a disarray. The traffic is in disarray. I drive across Bandra. I live in town, but when I go to Bandra, I'm like, wondering, why am I going there? The pipelines are bursting. The electrical layouts are all in disarray. For 3 years, the Metro 2B project is going on. And as a local representative, I'm sure he's raised questions, but why is anybody not listening to him? Then that's the question. Then you talk about the Warsaw, Bandra link. They keep saying that 26% of the work is done there, but actually 26% of the money has been spent there, but doesn't look like 0.26% of the work has been done. And I'm not saying it. It's for everyone to go there and take a look, because it's right there in front of you. So when you talk about things like these, questions come to mind that, are you really working for Mumbai? Are you really working for the city? Now, 2.5 years, we've not had a BMC election. A question will be raised, that, it's a sub judice matter, but you are in government. What are you doing to make sure the BMC elections are held? Because at the end of the day, it's the people who are suffering. People like you, me, him, we're all going down the same streets. I read somewhere in one of the tabloids or one of the newspapers that 10,000 crore of FD has been broken to, do a lot of project work. You're spending money on street furniture and different kinds of things. Why not we work on roads? It was famously said that, all roads of Mumbai will be concretized. Do you see all the roads concretized? No. So I think that's where we come into play. That's where we come into play. And, it's always, every party or every party leader, has a wish, or he has a statement to make that, Mahavikas Agadi will not come in 2 digits or whatever, double digit, whatever thing. That's fair enough. We all fighters, we all sportsmen, we come here and fight a battle. But the point here is, it's easier said than done. So for times to come, like a few days ago, Vinaya, someone called me and said, why shouldn't the citizens have their own manifesto? I said, very good. Because what we look at people from a political perspective is not what the common man wants. The common man, when he's going down on the street, I do a lot of walking. I drive my car, but I love to walk a lot. And I have problems while walking in the streets. So my manifesto should be implemented by every political party, whether it's the BJP or my party, NCP, the Sharad Chandra Pawar party, or any other political party. So a citizen manifesto, and we've studied the citizen manifestos, we've understood their problems. We want to take Mumbai to a direction where it's people friendly, where people who are in the city get what they want, not what we wish that they should have. So I think the vision for us is to be a people-centric government, especially Mumbai, like Ashish ji said, that, there are BMC issues and there are issues of the government. But my thought process is such, he's an MLA, I'm not. But if an MLA goes and sits in front of the commissioner of Mumbai, municipal corporation, and says, I need this to be done, this road in my constituency is not done, what are you doing about it? He has to look into it. Why will he not look into it? Because there is an elected representative, because the same people, 5 or 6 wards are voting for an MLA and 1 ward is voting for a corporator. So that ward is part of his constituency. So I think that is what we are looking at, to take the government to the people, work for the people, and envision the vision of the people. That's what we're looking at.
For 70 years, I think the narrative is set there. For the last so many years, doesn't look like any political party has been able to deliver that, unfortunately. Dr. Raju Waghmare, coming to you. Mumbai Kunachi is the question that you should answer for our viewers and for our readers, because traditionally we have seen that Mumbai has been the stronghold of the Shiv Sena. This is the first time after 2019 that the Shiv Sena is fighting the Shiv Sena in a place, in a city which is supposed to be the Sena bastion, on the background of the fact that the Shiv Sena ground cadre hasn't really moved so much with Eknath Shinde. How do you see the battleground for Mumbai panning, and how do you answer the question Mumbai Kunachi?
Let me first thank to Hindus to call me for this conclave and regarding all these issues. I think Mumbai Kunachi, this answer has been given by our party, Shiv Sena, and our leader, Mr. Eknath Shinde, in last Lok Sabha election. Because in Lok Sabha election, everybody was talking about that was our first election. Maybe not a single MP can be winning from Mumbai or as well as anywhere in Maharashtra. And they will be number 0. Nobody is going to vote for them. Everybody is with Mr. Uddhav Thackeray. Like Vinaya said, that some people are talking about the cadre has been not moved and they are with Uddhav Thackeray. But if you see the result, see the numbers doesn't lie. That was, I believe. If you see the result, in Maharashtra, not even in Mumbai, in Maharashtra also, we fought 13 seats, Sena against Sena. That means Shiv Sena against Ubata. And out of 13, 7 seats has been won by our party, Shiv Sena. That is number 1.
Are you saying that that trend will continue in Mumbai as well?
Definitely. Even in Mumbai, in Lok Sabha, if you look to the numbers of voting, we Shiv Sena got 2 lakhs vote more than UBT, Ubata. And the Ubata votes that if you see, those votes by not traditional Shiv Sena votes. It was backed by particular community, and particular community in first time out of the way, they back Ubata and they back openly. So if you cut down those votes, the UBT will be less than 50% of Shiv Sena votes. Because that community votes, if you take down, because never that community votes Shiv Sena got when Shiv Sena was together, they never got those votes. So if you cut down those votes, the UBT will have less than half vote what they got. So that itself, it shows Mumbai Kunachi. Mumbai आमच्या शिवसेनेची आणि आमच्या एकनाथ शिंदेची हे क्लिअर झालेलं आहे. This is a very clear picture in Mumbai that Shiv Sena, that what our Mr. Eknath Shinde is heading, that is belongs to Hindu Hruday Samrat Balasaheb Thackeray, that is belongs to Dharmavir Anand Dige, and their thought process and their culture that has been taken by Mr. Eknath Shinde and this party. Let me clarify this one thing, that some people are talking about that we have stolen the symbol or we have stolen the party. I just wanted to remind those people that neither we stolen the symbol, neither we stolen the party. We are party. We are party of Balasaheb Thackeray Shiv Sena. So we have not done any Gaddari. We are the party of Balasaheb Thackeray. And the symbol of arrow and that arrow and bow, that is the symbol of Balasaheb Thackeray, and that is with us. We have taken out the people who was not ready to walk or ready to think about the path of Hindu Hruday Samrat Balasaheb Thackeray and Dharmavir Anand Dige. So we taken out those people out of that party, and that party we took us ahead with us. So I just wanted to remind those people who are talking about that we rob the party or we rob the symbol. So that is one thing. The second
Well-
question that what you came out with, see the Mumbai that what we are looking at it as a Shiv Sena and as our leader, Mr. Honorable Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, it's totally different way. If you see my friend and our leader, Mr. Ashish Shelar as he said, that Sthagathi versus Pragati. So this actually absolutely right. If you look into the Mumbai situation 2 years before, it was everywhere there was a speed breaker. Everywhere.
Rajuji, let me interject you. I'm so sorry, but there's no point in repeating the same points which we've already had on the platform,
Okay.
considering that all of you have time constraint. And, you know,
Okay.
so I would like to bring up newer points in the discussion so that we can have a more fruitful discussion.
Yeah.
Ashish Shelarji, coming back to you, over the years, the equations within the alliance have changed. There was a time when the BJP was the younger brother in the alliance. Specifically, when it came to Mumbai, there was an understanding that the BJP will not have high aspirations. That has changed over the last few years to today, when let us not talk about the splits of the party, let us not talk about what happened in 2019 and how different it is in 2024, though it is a very relevant setting at present. But with respect to the changed aspirations of the BJP, where right now the BJP is fighting 22 of the 36 seats, if I'm not wrong, from Mumbai. How many seats are you fighting then?
Only contesting 17.
And the Shinde Sena is contesting 18.
No. There are 2-3 with our NCP
But-
partner.
Yeah, 2-3 with them, but along with your allies. So how do you see the fact that the BJP is turning to be the elder brother in the alliance when it comes to ground Mumbai?
See, let me reply to you very clearly. This question of younger or elder, this issue was with Uddhavji, because he is always an arrogant leader. He also always wants to make a statement that Mumbai Maji, me Motha, me Sir Tarona. No, that is not a question between us, between Eknath Shindeji's party and us. We are brothers. Simple as that. We never claimed then also that who is younger
The
and who
brothers
is elder.
who are not on the same page on a few of the issues that are being that are coming up in the
Fine.
elections.
In every house, it happens. The real brothers also sometimes make a statement within the house. They doesn't broke the house. See, here the point is that the Mumbai Konachi and who's younger brother or elder brother, it is not relevant now in our alliance. It was always the arrogance of Uddhav Thackeray. What I'm trying to make a point is this. Now, if I have to take to that regime, when Sena was united and Uddhavji's arrogance was still there, the answer has been given by the people. In 2014, out of arrogance, he said that I don't want to contest with you. He came out of it. And what happened in the Mumbai city? We were the largest party.
But 10
The
years
same in
later, will that be the
2017.
narrative in this election?
Sorry.
This election, will what happened 10 years ago be the narrative, or what
That's
is
what Mr.
happening
Gai, I'm
right
saying.
now be the narrative? And right now, it is a fact that within the Mahayuti as well, there are stresses and tensions. While there have been withdrawals that we have seen in the last few days, we have also seen internal dissent from within the party, from within the alliance as well. When you look at all of these issues, how do you deal with them, and how does the Mahayuti go ahead with them? With one alliance partner saying we will support a candidate, the other alliance partner saying we will not support this candidate. This is a political aspiration where everyone wants to win, and this is not exactly a family situation.
I think this is a hypothetical question.
This is not hypothetical. When
Let
it
me
comes
reply.
to Mahim,
Let me
it is
reply.
something that has happened. You've said on
Now,
record.
let me reply. The understanding of the media has gone so down, unfortunately. So they're trying to spread the lie. The fact is
If the
simple.
understanding of the
Will
media
you
would
allow
have
me to
been
reply?
down,
Will you allow me to reply?
no, sir, if it
Will
is
you
on the
allow me to
long
reply? You
prism,
asked 3 questions. You
no,
are not allowing me to reply a single
no,
question.
because I am
This
telling
is
you
not the
that I
way
am
to have.
correcting myself.
This is not to have a discussion. When you raise a question, let me reply. Then you ask me a question. I have no point.
I absolutely, I agree with you. I'm only
Again, you are
correcting you on the
interrupting.
point. I am only correcting you on the point that the question is, the fact is that Sada Sarvankar has not withdrawn the nomination.
But
The fact is that
who told
the
you there is a
BJP, and
difference?
the fact is,
Who told you there is a difference? Vinaya, please hold yourself. Understand the answer and then ask the question. Before even the withdrawal was there, the Mahayuti, the proposal we moved within the Mahaviti, not within the parties of Mahayuti. That why can't we think about supporting Amit Thackeray as a Mahayuti? Now within the Mahayuti discussion took place, Sada Sarvankar is standing. So Mahayuti is standing. Issues are. Why you are presuming and hypothetically
there is
asking
no
the question?
presumption. The BJP has said that it would want to support Amit Thackeray, right?
Who said?
Is there no such support?
Who said?
Are you saying on record that the BJP is
Who
not
said?
supporting
I'm
Amit
asking
Thackeray?
you a question. Who said?
Well, eminent sources have said that the BJP is
No question
supporting.
of source. I'm asking a replying as
So-
a president.
So,
Who said?
you are the BJP Mumbai president. If you say that the party is supporting a candidate, the party is supporting the candidate. If you say it is not, then it is not. I ask you, has the BJP supported Amit Thackeray as the
So
candidate?
then ask me that
or
question.
not?
Don't be hypothetical.
So
Don't be hypothetical. There is a
so-
difference.
yes, so has the BJP supported Amit Thackeray as the candidate or not?
Have a patience to get a reply. First, there is no difference between Mahayuti. Second, there is no partner added in a Mahayuti. Third, there is no difference of opinion about the candidature of Sada Sarvankar, which has been categorically stated from then. Fourth, there was a discussion about the proposal that why, as a Mahayuti totally, can't we support Amit Thackeray? Fifth, on the same three party leaders sat together. Seventh, Sada Sarvankar did not withdraw. So now Mahayuti is still intact. Don't be hypothetical.
I am not
And
being
then I'm asking you a
hypothetical,
question.
sir.
Who is your source to tell you that BJP has made a statement to support MNS candidate?
I am not being hypothetical. I am just asking whether the BJP is supporting Amit Thackeray's candidature
I have
or
replied
not.
categorically. Mahayuti
That
is
you-
intact
are you
and
saying
working.
that it is a no?
You take whatever you want. I said Mahayuti is intact and we are Mahayuti as a contestant in Mahayuti. In
And,
Mahim.
and what about Nawab Malik? That is
We are
also an
opposing
alliance
it.
partner.
We are opposing
You
it.
have also said on record that
Again, I am
you are
saying it.
opposing it.
So let's not be conclusive about it because there is no clarity in somebody's mind. We have said categorically before elections, now also, that we are not going to support Nawab Malik. Their Shiv Sena candidate is there, Mr. Suresh Patil, Bullet Patil. We are supporting him. Simple, no confusion. Let's be clear about the confusion.
So is it not that the Mahayuti is not on the same footing when it comes to
But when
when it
NCP
comes
is
to
not raising a question, why you are raising a question?
because it is, as a media house, my job to ask questions so that
Or
leaders get
hypothetical
an answer.
conclusions.
How are they hypothetical? So the fact
Then
that
tell
Nawab
me,
Malik has filed
which
an
BJP
AB
leader has
form,
said? Then tell me which BJP leader has said that
The-
will
the
go out
fact
of
that-
Mahayuti and do.
no, the fact that a Nawab Malik has filed nomination from there, that the
So
fact
it
that
is
the
NCP to
Deputy Chief
decide.
Minister, but the NCP is a part of the Mahayuti alliance,
So we
isn't
are not
it?
supporting him. Issues over. Get the answer clear. We are not supporting him. We made our stand very clear from beginning till now. See, problem is with the media that the question comes to your mind is a confusion you are trying to create to the people. We are not saying that.
There is no confusion. When you say you are an alliance, it is a very simple understanding that either you are an alliance where you give an alliance candidate, or you say that we are not supporting.
See, I am
which is
nobody
exactly
to decide NCP's candidate. We are very clear before even the discussion of the candidate that we will not support this person. Still they put, we said we are not supporting you. Issues are. Have the state answer.
You're seeing what Ashish Shelar just said. This is a conflict within Mahayuti that he says is
There's
not
no
a conflict,
Mahayuti
but it
confusion.
is clarity.
It is
is
you
what
are
he
you are
says.
trying to create a narrative.
There is no narrative
There
in
is
this.
there is you are trying to create a narrative. Mahayuti is very clear about it. NCP's normally we are not supporting. Their Shiv Sena's Bullet Patil we are supporting. In Mahim, till the withdrawal was there was a discussion about Amit Thackeray. After the withdrawal, there is a clarity of picture. Now Mahayuti is intact in Mahim. Simple. Why you have to create a narrative?
I don't know what is called a narrative now after this, because this is clearly a contradiction that I feel, we are glad that you answered on that, because it is important to get this voice on record. This is what is happening in Mahayuti. What about Mahavikas Aghadi? Clearly, there were all these friendly fights for which there was a lot of infighting that happened. Finally, you said that you've been able to bring that in control, and that you've been able to ask people to withdraw nominations. What is the scene now?
See, Vinaya, let me be very clear to you. In Mahavikas Aghadi, if I sit next to any leader from the Shiv Sena UBT or the Congress, I don't feel like vomiting. Very clear. I don't think anybody is nalaik in that group. Okay? And I don't go out on the street to protest against anybody. So none of these things go on within the Mahavikas Aghadi. We are all on the same page. What I fail to
Clyde,
understand.
you will be accused of setting a narrative. Don't do that.
No problem. Like Ashish ji is a tall leader. He can set the narrative that I'm setting a narrative. That's okay. That's fine. I'll get a lot of publicity. Thank you for that. No, my point is very simple. We have absolutely no problem. These three things that I told you makes it very clear that we have absolutely no problems in the Mahavikas Aghadi. I agree to one point. Very rarely do I agree to the BJP or their leaders. I agree to one point that Mr. Shelar just said. He said, within a family, there's always a problem. Two brothers don't see eye to eye. Fair enough. That happens. But my question is this. I have been part of the NCP where Mr. Nawab Malik was our chief spokesperson at that time, before he left NCP, which is now the Sharad Chandra Pawar Sahib NCP. And while all these issues were going on, all the leaders from BJP, including Mr. Shelar, were really clear about the fact that, Mr. Nawab Malik had links with the Dawood gang, or Mr. Nawab Malik had links with the underworld, all those things, blah, blah, what was going on. Fair enough, he says that we are not supporting or we are not going to campaign for Mr. Nawab Malik. Well, that's their prerogative. That's a stance that they've taken. But he is still a part of the Mahayuti. How and why would you accept somebody that you have said and you have accused of having, doing malpractices, having underworld links? Why would you even connect that people or that particular faction into the Mahayuti? From what I believe and what I've been told and what I see, apparently BJP has got the upper hand. The number of seats that they've got in the Mahayuti, or the kind of across the country that standing that they have. Are you trying to tell me, or is anybody trying to tell me, that the BJP did not have a say when Mr. Ajit Pawar gave a ticket to Nawab Malik Saab? And if that is the case, if they think they're so spotless and so clean, right? Why would they even remotely be associated to somebody like Mr. Nawab Malik? Why couldn't they ask Mr. Ajit Pawar, either you keep Nawab Malik or you leave the Mahayuti? We don't want to be part of any tainted group. We don't want to be connected to any tainted group. Say it. The thing is, in Marathi मध्ये एक म्हण आहे ना, मी मारल्यासारखा करतो आणि तू लागल्यासारखा कर. So, it just works that way best for everybody, Like, oh, we don't support Mr. Nawab Malik. Fair enough. But he's still part of our group. So I think, what? I mean, I am a spokesperson. I can twist words. I'm a wordsmith. I can keep doing what I want. But the people, the common man, have begun to understand. I'll give you another example. Our Honorable Prime Minister, my Prime Minister, because at the end of the day, he's my country's Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi ji, in a rally in Bhopal, calls Mr. Ajit Pawar corrupt, accuses of 70,000 crore scam. Then he takes him into the party, and now nobody's talking about it. I feel bad for Mr. Shelar. I like him. I've met him a lot of times, and I like him. Here's a man who was accusing on debates, or any of the spokespersons. Raju Waghmare was my colleague at one time. We all were fighting that, what do you mean by 70,000 crore scam? The budget was never 70,000 crore scam. Today he has to keep quiet because he's a loyal worker of the party. I'm a loyal cadre of my party, so he has to keep quiet.
He wants to answer.
Yeah,
that.
no, I'll just finish. Yeah, understand something.
No.
Just 10 seconds. 10
I was very quiet on the first round.
Yeah.
I could make out that you don't have points. You only talk on the points which I raise.
Yeah,
And you
well,
replied on
that's
the
what
same.
he asked
And
me
you have all
to.
right to, you have all authority to say so.
Yeah.
But the point is here, when you are bringing the name of Mr. Prime Minister, may I ask your leader Sharad Pawar whether the allegations by NIA put on the Nawab Malik, is he agreeing to it or not?
No, so he's Mr.
So it is very convenient
No, sir, I agree
to
with
make
you.
a statement
Okay, I'll finish.
that
with
when
you.
he was with you, he was clean.
No.
When he goes out of you, he is unclean. So let's not make a political comment.
No, I'm not
And
making a
I'm not
political
the kind
comment.
of the leader. Though you made a personal statement about my constituency, I did not reply.
No, I'm just making
I
a
gave
point,
you all
sir.
space
I'm not getting
to make
personal
your
with
statement.
anybody.
Personal means my constituency.
Yeah.
I can reply that why 2 has been delayed
Yeah.
because of your chief minister Uddhav Thackeray.
Yeah, well,
So I can't. There are answers to everything. The point here is that when the question has been asked to you, you have all right to reply
she
with
referred
whatever
to that
allegations you
point.
want to do.
That's
it.
what I'm trying to say.
But then I have to intervene.
No.
And which
So I'll
for
also
the
like to
reason
interview and
I
I'll
was
try to answer
making
this.
to
Just a
Vinaya
minute,
that
please, please.
I
One
don't
10
want
second
to
minute,
come
just
to the
10
discussion
second
where
point.
this would go.
One 10-second point. He asked, so I'm replying to him now. It's not nothing personal. We are friends, nothing personal.
I
Vinay, one
am
second.
sorry, this
10
is becoming
seconds.
personal
It's not
mudslinging,
getting
which
personal.
I
Just
am
10
very
seconds.
sorry. I am very
I
sorry.
need
This
to
is
reply. He asked me a question about Mr.
No,
Sharad
but-
Pawar. No, Vinay. He asked me a question about Mr. Sharad Pawar. 10
but
seconds.
both the things are
I will not
personal
take more than 10
mudslinging. This
seconds.
is not something that
I'm not
will,
going to take
that
more
will
than 10
fit
seconds,
into the
Vinaya.
agenda.
I at least request you 10 seconds. My point is very simple.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. You can count it out. He spoke about me saying about the Honorable Prime Minister and he said Mr. Sharad Pawar ji. So if Mr. Sharad Pawar ji endorses what the NI say, does Mr. Narendra Modi endorse what Ajit Pawar is a correct man?
That's it, Clyde.
That's the same
I
thing
am
works out.
sorry,
Yeah,
but
so
this
fine.
has to end here
Yeah.
because this doesn't make sense because this is
Yeah.
only going to lead to
No, I don't want
individual
to get into
mudslinging.
that.
This is it. We
Yeah,
are going
fine.
to
Let's
move
go
to
ahead.
the next question.
Let's go ahead.
The most important question is with respect to Mumbai. The fact that, this is a city which is being touted as the financial capital of the country. This is a city which boasts of several great things, may it be the kind of infrastructure work that it aspires to have, may it be the coastal road which was supposed to happen several years ago and which has happened now, may it be the metro which was again supposed to happen several years ago and is happening now for the last few years, whoever has been seeking credit for it or not. The fact is that Mumbai is still lagging when it comes to infrastructure. Mumbai, though, is the financial capital of the country. When you look at it as an international city, it woefully lacks on several counts, may it be with respect to the disparity, may it be with respect to infrastructure, may it be with respect to the quality of life that is being given to people. And while Roti Kapda Makan is the kind of political agenda that all of you have been talking about for years, despite being in power for years, and despite not being able to deliver, and despite mudslinging on each other, this election, without finger pointing to any other political party which was in power, which is in power, I want to know what is going to be the agenda for Mumbai for 2024 for each and every MLA that the BJP is fighting on in this election.
Asking me.
Yes, because I will ask this to each since
See,
he's
this is
MBA,
a most
it's a-
relevant issue on which I think we need to discuss more. As far as Mumbai is concerned, I already made a statement that people required, the citizens required more of an infrastructure, ease of living, happiness quotient needs to be enhanced, and the ecosystem for making a business or any kind of job creation to be done. Now, as far as the infrastructure development is concerned, the proven record says that, which I said earlier also, from 95 to 99, the 52 bridges has been constructed in the 4.5 years.
But so
That
I'm
has
talking
been-
2024. Today,
Let
when
me
your
come to-
when
let-
your candidate stands in the
I'm coming
election
to that.
fray,
I'm coming to that. When I'm making a statement for 24, I have to give an account that how my credentials prove the same. That's why I'm making this statement. Otherwise, there may be some parties who can make a statement, all promises, but behind back there is, you will see they have not done a single work. So I'm trying to only prove a point that our credentials are very clear. From 95 to 99, 2004 to 2019, where the coastal road, metro, all these works has been started and has been also gone forward with the speed. So 2024, under the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister Eknath Shinde ji now and our Deputy Chief Minister both, we are very clear while making the promise, and our 10 points agenda, which manifesto rather, which has been come, which has said very clearly till 2029, the vision Maharashtra development with the central government's assistance, help and guidance, and the program for the entire MMR region to make it as a engine of growth of GDP to the entire nation. We have chalked out the plan for the same. And the first 100 days would be the days for laying the foundation and create an ecosystem for Roti Kapda Makan also, for infrastructure development also, for GDP growth also, for the ecosystem to create a job creation also, and to attract more foreign funding also. So that is our agenda in 2024 till 2029.
Would you like to pen it out for the MVA for 2024 for all the candidates that are in the fray? What is their agenda for Mumbai?
See, like you asked Mrs. Supriya Sule a little while ago, we are going to release a manifesto in a couple of hours from now.
That will be for the state, but
Agree.
specifically with
The
Mumbai.
no, it comes along with the city also, right? So I wouldn't like to divulge on it right now, but because I've been part of the manifesto committee and I know what goes in there and what has gone in there. So wait for a couple of hours.
There
and I'll
would
let
be
you-
there would be core issues, Clyde.
let me tell you, everything that we are doing will be for the benefit of the city of Mumbai, for the common man, for Mumbaikars.
Will this election for once decide the legacy battle? The legacy particularly of Balasaheb Thackeray, of Shiv Sena. Why I am asking is because I will not consider the Lok Sabha battle for it, for the simple reason that Lok Sabha was a national election, and even from within the BJP, there were voices that the way in which the country votes is for the Prime Minister. I am asking, since this is the first time the state is facing these elections with factions, parties, with Shiv Sena in two factions, with NCP in two factions, will this be the deciding election for the legacy of the regional parties?
As far as you are asking about the legacy of Hindu Hriday Samrat Balasaheb Thackeray ji and his ideology or his path of leading the state, I think that has been answered by the honorable courts and the actions of Eknath Shinde ji's party. So for me, the answer is very clear. If you'll ask me, that it is the Eknath Shinde ji who is following his legacy, and that is the correct Shiv Sena, even identified, recognized, and declared by the honorable courts. So that answered itself. But as far as the Mumbai city is concerned, because I'm not talking about only simply legacy, I'm extending it a little further, that who is true follower of Honorable Hindu Hriday Samrat Balasaheb Thackeray ji, I think there Uddhav ji has failed miserably, because the identity, the Marathi Manus identity, the Hindutva, the kind of aggression, the kind of identity for the Mumbai to be kept intact in front of the world, I'm saying world, including everything, that kind of approach for the Marathi Manus identity and Hindutva, Uddhav ji has already left that. So
And
this
you see
election,
Eknath Shinde as the inheritor of that?
I believe so. And I'm fully convinced about it. Now, as far as election is concerned, again, I don't know exact numbers. Both of you can guide me. In Mumbai city, 16?
16. Raju, aren't
In
you fighting
Mumbai
on
city,
16?
Sena versus Sena, how
think-
many seats are there? I don't know exactly. In Mumbai.
Of the 16 seats, you're fighting on 12.
In Mumbai.
Yeah.
So out of that also, I believe there are, pardon my words, my friend, but there may be a seats where more number of a particular community voters would be there. I can't take that into count. When you have to fight, you have to find the legacy of Balasaheb Thackeray's ideology. If there would be 6, 7, 8 seats, I think Eknathji's performance would be much better there.
Will the BJP
With alliance.
support Eknath Shinde as the chief minister after the electoral results? If the
See,
Eknath
that has
Shinde,
been also
if
answered, that today we are fighting under the leadership of Eknathji. Tomorrow when we'll win, we'll sit under the leadership of Eknathji only. And our all three leaders, 3 or 4 party leaders, with the discussion if required with our higher ups, we'll come to conclusion.
will it be on the basis of merit?
Obviously merit. The state is a merit. The betterment of state is a merit.
No, the merit as in the party which wins the maximum number of seats. Why I am asking you is also
No, no,
because
no, no, no.
previously
We have never
the
made that
BJP has
statement.
not done this, and this time on
Again, I'm
will
making
the
a
same
statement
agenda.
that is not a question about the merits. The three or 4 parties will sit together, we'll discuss, and that meeting also will be under the leadership of Eknathji.
Raju Waghmare, I want to come to you. Worli is the seat where you are seeing.
Thank
this
you
is-
to Hindu that I'm sitting here. Thank you.
See, Hindu can't forget real Shiv Sena.
No, see, Ashish Shelar was mentioning a few pertinent points. That is why we were with him for some time. But we have seen that, you've just said that on 11 or 12 of the 16 seats that you're fighting in Mumbai, we are not considering MMR at all. You will be facing the Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray faction directly face to face. One of the most important seats that the entire city is looking at is the seat of Worli, where you have a sitting MP who's aspiring to be an MLA. Why is it that a party would choose a sitting MP for a political fray in which the party has a strong hold?
See, if you look into that, Mr. Milind Devra, who previously twice a member of parliament from South Mumbai, and South Mumbai include or conclude the Worli constituency in that. So twice he was a MP for that. He understands the Worli constituency very well. He understands the party workers. He understands the people and problem of Worli because he was a member of parliament. And right now he is a Rajya Sabha MP. So understanding of Worli problem and going together with party karyakartas and other things, we felt that he will be the right choice for Worli constituency. And if you look into the Worli, right now the standing MLA was completely invisible from Shiv Sena. That was the biggest complaint of Worli people from all BDD Chal, Worli Koliwada and all the people was talking about that we never saw our MLA in our Worli. We saw our MLA only on TV. We never met him. I'll tell you one thing. He is the only MLA in Mumbai, Mr. Aditya Thackeray, who does not have a party office or his own office as a MLA in Worli constituency in Mumbai. He is the only MLA. Mr. Ashish Shelar has his own office in his constituency. I am not MLA, but I have my two offices is in my Wadala constituency. But Aditya Thackeray is the only MLA who does not have his office. So that kind of people or that kind of person that we are going against. So we want a Sthanik leadership. That is a local leadership. And we felt that Mr. Milind Devra is an educated character. He knows the Worli. He was a member of parliament from South Mumbai. He understands the Mumbai well. And that's why our choice was Mr. Milind Devra. And we are definitely 100% sure that this time there will be a breaking news from the Mumbai that Mr. Aditya Thackeray has been lost the election and all game is going to be over on 23rd. That much guarantee we can give.
The criticism against this has been that you have had to find an imported candidate and not a Sthanik Karyakarta from your bastion, because Worli is known to be the Marathi vote bank stronghold. There's a lot of Marathi population there. The Shiv Sena is strong there traditionally. The criticism against you is, how is it that someone who was with the Congress and who recently jumped over to your party is being brought in as the candidate and not a Sthanik Karyakarta?
I think, Vinaya, this kind of question should not be raised into today's politics. Because when you left your party and if you join a new party, then you belongs to part and parcel of that party. Then you cannot go back and say that, oh, you came from Congress. Now I came from Congress, but I am a chief co-spokesperson for Shiv Sena.
Unfortunately,
So
yes.
you
Raj.
cannot say that oh, you came from Congress, so your credential get diluted. It is all depend upon your thought process. It is depend upon your integrity, your honesty, that if you come to the new party, whether you are giving 100% or not. And actually speaking, Mr. Aditya Thackeray is an imported guy from Worli because he is staying at Bandra. And Mr. Milind Devra is a local guy because he was MP of South Mumbai and the Worli was part of South Mumbai. So Aditya Thackeray is imported actually.
So,
So Mr. Arvind Samant
so Worli
wanted
is a
Thank
part
you
of
for not
Mumbai,
saying
no?
Mal, otherwise you would
And
have
Bandra is
created
in
a
Mumbai.
controversy
In
on
that
our
case,
platform.
it's
I
very
don't
convenient.
want to use word that what Mr. Arvind Sawant said. So I just said Aditya Thackeray is a imported. He's an imported guy from Worli, and Worli people knows that.
You-
So they are very
Stick to
one second.
imported, don't say any word after
No,
that.
no, no. So Worli people are very much bad about it. They're very much angry about it. And I'm talking about ground level because I handle that Bididi Chaul Andolan over there. And Bididi Chaul, it's a big process over there in Worli and Dilai Road. And people are very much upset because all the problem of Bididi Chaul we solve after when Mr. Eknath Shinde became a chief minister and Mahayuti government was there. And many problems we solved when they came to the power. And when Mahavikas Agadi was there was no looking back at any problem that Bididi Chaul has. So those people are upset. There are a lot of, you can see the SRA development has been pending years and years. And you know, the Worli has Vinaya 3 MLAs. Mr. Sachin Ahir, he is a MLA for Vidhan Parishad. He is from Worli. He was an ex-MLA from Worli. Mr. Sunil Shinde, he is a Vidhan Parishad MLA right now. He was an ex-MLA for Worli. Mr. Aditya Thackeray, and there is a MP Arvind Sawant. So all 4 constitutional posts are there, but the people are unhappy. And that is going to see the result on 23rd.
Unfortunately, Dr. Raju Waghmare, this is the state of Maharashtra politics today, where nobody knows who will jump from where to where and who has gone from where to where. In the last 5 years, every time we thought that we won't see anything beyond this, and that's as much drama as we have seen. We have been surprised. And I hope really that this election, at least whichever way it is, there will be a stable government which will take Maharashtra ahead and which will take Mumbai ahead. On that note, I want to thank all 3 gentlemen
Thank
you.
for
Thank
joining
you.
us on this conclave. This marks the conclusion of the Hindu poll arena. And I must thank all 3 of you, particularly Ashish Shelar ji, because you're campaigning and it's a very tight schedule, I understand, for making time and for coming
My
on the
both friends
stage.
will help me for that.
With respect to
I
Clyde
wish-
Crasto, who has been extremely kind and who had to reach somewhere else at 4 o'clock. He was supposed to leave from this place at 3:30. I can't be more thankful to you for this. And
And I just sorry to interject. I just like to tell you, all of you listening to us or viewing us, we are not enemies. We
Yeah.
argue, but we are not enemies. At the end of the day, for
I
us,
support you.
yeah, what matters to me, it should matter to him, and I think it does. It's the people, and things happen. But at the end of the day, even we are walking the same streets like any one of you. So I think we should keep it that way.
Dr. Raju Waghmare, thank you so much, because you have been tied up with the party responsibilities as well, and you made time to be with us today. Thank you.